Namaste everyone, welcome back to my channel Physio Vitals. I am Dr. Ankita Sawan and today I am back with the topic on nervous system physiology. So the nervous system is an intricate network which is responsible for coordinating and regulating all the body's activity. So it processes information, controls voluntary and involuntary actions and allows us to interact with our environment. So let's dive in to explore how it all works. So the nervous system is a complex network of the specialized cells and tissues which coordinates the body's function, allowing us to perceive, respond to and interact with our environment. This presentation explores the key components and processes that makes up the nervous system physiology. So the components of nervous system is divided into two main components, the central and the peripheral. We'll discuss the sensory and motor in upcoming slide. So the central nervous system consists of the brain and the spinal cord, while the peripheral nervous system includes all the nerves that branch out from the central nervous system to the rest of the body. So these two systems work together to maintain communication throughout the body. So in central nervous system we have brain, spinal cord which integrates and processes the information. In peripheral nervous system there are the nerves that connect the central nervous system to the rest of the body. The overview on the sensory and motor function. These are the pathways that transmit the sensory information and motor control the muscular activities. Next, central nervous systems. The CNS acts as a control center. The brain processes the sensory information, initiates responses and stores memories. The spinal cord acts as a highway that transmits the signals between the brain and the rest of the body. It's also responsible for reflex actions that occur without brain involvement. So control center, brain is the control center which processes the information, making decision and coordinating bodily functions. Spinal cord is a bundle of nerves or you can say the highway that transmits the signal between the brain and the rest of the body. Neuroplasticity, very important. The brain's ability to adapt and change in response to experience and learning. Peripheral nervous system connects the central nervous system to the limbs and the organs. It is further divided into somatic and autonomic nervous system. The somatic system controls the voluntary movement like walking or lifting objects. The autonomic nervous system regulates involuntary actions such as heart rate and digestion, and it's split into the sympathetic and parasympathetic divisions, which balances the body's responses to stress and rest. So somatic nervous system controls the voluntary movement and sensation from the skin, muscle and joint. The autonomic system, which is divided into sympathetic and parasympathetic, regulates the involuntary bodily function such as heart rate, breathing, digestion. Cranial nerve originates in the brain, controls function like sight, hearing, taste and balances. There are 12 cranial nerves and very important. Spinal nerves, another bunch of important nerves, emerge from the spinal cord and transmit signals to and from the body's extremities. Sensory and motor function. The nervous system's function can be broadly categorized into sensory and motor functions. Sensory neurons collect the information from the environment and send it to the central nervous system where it's processed. The motor neurons that carry the commands from the central nervous system to the muscles or glands, enabling movement or secretions in response to sensory input. So the sensory receptor detects the stimuli from the environment and internal body. The sensory neurons transmit this sensory information to the central nervous system. Here, in the central nervous system, the integration and processing occurs. The brain and spinal cord interprets and respond to the incoming sensory information. The motor neuron transmits signals from the central nervous system to muscles, causing movement. Very important now, neurotransmitter and the synaptic transmission. This is all on the neuromuscular junction. So the neurotransmitters play a critical role in communication within the nervous system. So there are these chemical messengers which are released by the neurons to transmit the signals across synapses. There is a presynaptic membrane, a synaptic cleft, and postsynaptic membrane. The whole is called the neuromuscular junction. So the gap between the neurons, where that's called the synaptic cleft. When an action potential reaches the end of neuron, the neurotransmitters are released, binding to the receptors on the postsynaptic membrane, and either excite or inhibit the further signal transmission. So serotonin regulates it's a neurotransmitter which regulates the mood, sleep, and appetite. Dopamine, another neurotransmitter which is involved in reward, motivation, and motor control. Acetylcholine, it's crucial for muscle function and cognitive processes. GABA, the primary inhibitory neurotransmitter of the brain. So neurotransmitters, neuromuscular junction is really important. It's an LAQ question which is frequently asked, long answer question, 15 marks. So it's a very interesting topic and a very important topic for neuro perspective. So mark this. Next, neural signaling and impulse conduction. So it relies on the generation and transmission of electrical impulses called action potential. These impulses travel along the axon of the neuron and are facilitated by the myelin sheath, which increases the speed of conduction. This rapid signaling allows the body to respond quickly to stimuli, ensuring smooth functioning of the sensory and motor system. So the action potential, another important question, action potential. So there's a rapid transient change in the electrical potential of a neuron's membrane, allowing for transmission of signals. Whereas myelin sheath, it's a protective insulating layer that speeds up the conduction of signals along the nerve fiber. Synaptic transmission, the process by which a neurotransmitter is released from the presynaptic neuron and binds to receptors of the postsynaptic cell. So this action potential, neuromuscular junction is very important. Cranial nerve, again, it's really important for assessment perspective of the neuro faculty or anyone who is doing studies in neurology. So cranial nerves, action potential, neuromuscular junction, these are the very important topics which we cannot skip and one should know. So thank you for watching. I hope this breakdown of the nervous system physiology has been helpful. If you find this video informative, please like, share, and hit the bell icon for more videos on physiology and anatomy. See you in the next video. Keep learning. God bless you all. Thank you.